Good morning. Today we are going to talk about the lines of symmetry or the axis of symmetry. First, we have to know the meaning of the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry is the line that passes through the center of the shape or object and divides it into identical halves. Like here we have this heart. When we cut it like this or divide it like this, here it will be two identical halves, this half and this half. So this black line is called the line of symmetry. And now let's see the lines of symmetry on the shapes. Here the symmetrical figures and axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry means the line of symmetry. Here in the square, when we cut it like this, so here we have two equal parts. And also we can cut it like this, so here we have another two equal triangles. And if we cut it like this, so we have two equal rectangles. And also we can cut it like this, so it will be two equal triangles. And now in the square we have how many lines of symmetry? We have 4 lines of symmetry. We have to memorize this well. So in the square we have 4 lines of symmetry. And what about the equilateral triangle? In equilateral triangle we have 3 lines of symmetry. Here is the first line, and also we can divide it into like this. And here is the third line. So we have 3 lines of symmetry in the equilateral triangle. And now let's see. In the rectangle we have 2 lines of symmetry. So we can divide it like this and this. So we have 2 lines of symmetry in rectangle. And what about the circle? In the circle we have 2. Here infinite number of lines of symmetry. We can divide it like this and like this. And also we can draw another line and another line and more and more. We can draw more and more and more. So in the circle we have infinite number of lines of symmetry. And here in the rhombus we can divide it using 2 lines of symmetry. So we have like this and another line like this. So in the rhombus we have only 2 lines of symmetry. In isosceles triangle we have only 1 line of symmetry, so we can divide it like this only. And now here, so in isosceles triangle we have only 1 line of symmetry. Isosceles trapezium we can divide it into 2 equal halves like this. We have another line? No. So here in isosceles trapezium we have only 1 line of symmetry. In parallelogram we do not have any line of symmetry. There is no line cut it or divide it into 2 halves or 2 identical halves. So in parallelogram we don't have any line of symmetry, so the numbers here it will be 0. And now on page 53, number 1, write the number of axes of symmetry of the following figures. Here the first figure we have a circle. As we said before, in the circle we can draw here this line. Also we can cut it like this and like this. We can draw more and more and more of lines of symmetry. So how many lines of symmetry do we have? It's infinite number. And the second shape we have rhombus. We can cut it into 2 equal parts like this. And now we have 2 identical triangles. And also we can cut it like this. We have 2 identical triangles. So how many lines of symmetry do we have? We have here 2 lines of symmetry. And here we have isosceles trapezium. How can we cut it or divide it into 2 identical parts? We can cut it like this from the center. Do we have another? No. So here it will be only 1 line of symmetry. And now in this shape we have here equilateral triangle. As we said before, in the equilateral triangle we can divide it into 2 equal or identical halves like this. So we have here 1 line of symmetry. Can we divide it by another line? Yes, we can also divide it like this and like this. So how many lines of symmetry in the equilateral triangle? We have 3 lines of symmetry. And here we have in parallelogram. Can we divide it into 2 identical parts? No. So there is no lines of symmetry or axes of symmetry. So equals 0. And now we have here rectangle. How many lines of symmetry in the rectangle? We can divide the rectangle into two equal parts like this. So we have here and here. Here, two equal or identical parts. And also we can cut it or divide it like this. So here in the rectangle we have two lines of symmetry. And now the last shape in the square. How many lines of symmetry in the square? We can divide it like this and also like this. We can divide it like this and like this. So we have 4 lines of symmetry. So in the square we have 4 lines of symmetry. And now let's talk about the geometric transformation. First, we have to know the meaning of geometric transformation. A transformation of a figure is produced by turning, sliding, or flipping the figure. Let's see. So the first transformation is turning or rotation. We have here these two names. So turning or rotation. How can we make the turning or rotation? If we have this triangle, if I want to turn the triangle, we can move it around the circle like this. We can move it like this or like this, and so on. So this, which means turning. So all this position or transformation is called turning and back to the real triangle. So here we have turn or rotation. And now let's talk about like this. We have to turn. We are going to turn around myself. I'm going to turn like this. So this transformation is called turn. And now let's talk about flip or reflection. Flip or reflection means like this. When we stand up on the mirror, so we are going to see our reflection. So here is reflection. So this transformation is called reflection. And also like this triangle, if I want to find the reflection of this triangle, I'm going to see like this. Here this line is called the line of reflection. The line of reflection. And now it's like the mirror. So the line of reflection, it's like the mirror. And here the reflection of the triangle. So this transformation is called reflection. And the third transformation is called slide or translation. What is the meaning of slide or translation? So here, like this emoji, when we move it online, I'm gonna to slide it. So like this. So this transformation is called slide. And also we can move it like this. It's gonna to be slide. And also we can move it like this. It's gonna to be slide. Okay. And now number 1, open booklet page 54. Number 1, tell whether each transformation is the result of flip or slide or turn. So here the first one, we have this rectangle. When we move it like this, so this transformation is called what? Is called slide. And here we have this triangle. When we move it like this, so this transformation is called slide. And when we have this transformation is called what? Here we move around a circle, so it will be turn. And in letter P here, we move it, so we are gonna to slide. So this transformation is called slide. Here we have these two arrows. Here is the reflection of the arrow. So here it will be flip or reflection. And here in letter N, when we move it like this, so the transformation is called turn. And here we have letter B, when we move it like this, it's going to be what? It will be flip, the mirror. And in letter F, also it will be flip. Flip means mirror. And this hexagon, we slide it. Or also we can say it's flip, but slide is right more. And now let's see, in letter K, here the transformation is called what? Here we have flip. In letter D, here, letter D, we flip the letter. So here it's like the mirror. So flip like the mirror. Slide, we move it. And turn, we are going to move it around circle. Thank you for listening. Hope it was a nice and easy lesson. Goodbye.